Good morning, Kittch. Maybe that's too much for Monday morning, huh? Good morning, Kittch. Welcome to my kitchen. My name's Kristen Solorzano. I am the recipe developer and content creator behind What's the Freakin' Recipe, where I share semi-homemade recipes for busy people like you. It's Monday, I know, but I thought it'd be good to kick off our week with a simple, delicious breakfast to kind of ease into the holiday week, right? We have Hanukkah going on, Christmas is this weekend. You deserve to have a hot breakfast before you go, go, go. So, I'm going to show you how to make migas, which is, I guess, chilaquiles cousin, right? So chilaquiles is fried tortillas mixed in with a salsa and then topped with a fried egg and maybe some queso fresco, cilantro, all that good stuff. Migas is fried tortillas mixed with scrambled eggs and then often served with beans, salsa, cheese, and all that deliciousness. So that's what we're gonna make today. So actually, let me get a I'm gonna get a sip of coffee real quick. It is freezing here in Michigan, and I'm still drinking iced coffee. I love it year round. Okay, so actually, before I start on the migas part, I'm actually going to be making just an amped up version of canned black beans because I want a little bit more fiber and a little bit more protein with my breakfast. I worked out this morning, so I want a little bit of that. And I'm actually using the black bean recipe from my black bean tostadas. And it just takes a couple of minutes to amp these up. Sure, you could just absolutely do canned black beans, plain, but we would like flavor around here, right? So we're gonna amp it up a little bit. So I have a clove of garlic, which I am going to press in my garlic press. Get these papers off here. If you're comfortable, come on up to the chef's table, grab some coffee, chill, ask some questions. Happy to have you. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna press my garlic. And so that's step one. Step two for amped up black beans is pickled jalapenos, okay? These are so delicious, and I love leveraging the pickled jalapenos just because you get that acidic punch with a little bit of spiciness to it. As well, there's tons of spices already in there, so then you're just kind of transferring those spices and flavors into your black beans. Because we like flavor around here, like I said, you know what I mean? So I'm just mincing that up. All right. And then back here behind me, I have a saucepan ready to go. There we go. Swing you over there. And I'm just going to add a tiny bit of oil into my saucepan, which is already kind of preheating a little bit. I'm working with an electric stove, so I kind of have to take that into consideration when I'm cooking. You know what I mean? All right. So I'm going to take my minced garlic and my minced jalapeno. I'm going to add it to my saucepan. You hear that sizzle? So delicious. And really, you just need to toss it around for maybe like 20 seconds until it gets really fragrant. Oh my gosh. This smells so good already. We haven't really done much. Okay. And then here I have drain and rinse, just 1 can drain and rinse black beans, which I'm going to add to our pot here as well. And that's how we amp up the black beans. So we're going to warm those through with the garlic and the onion, or I'm sorry, not onion, garlic and jalapenos. Just kind of warm that through. And then once it gets closer to being warmed through, we're going to add a little bit of this pickled jalapeno brine and it just to round it out, all those flavors out. I am gonna add just like a smidge of water to get it going. And of course, some salt. Some salt and pepper, which is over here. Hi. There we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna let that chill out while we work on the migas portion. Cool? All right, so I'm gonna take y'all over here. Oh my gosh. Banging around here. Okay, so for the migas, can you tell I've had a few cups of coffee today? Is it obvious? Cheers. It's Monday. I needed it. Okay. Actually, let me wipe down my board here since we have some pickled jalapeno juice on there. Okay. So for the migas portion, we're starting with some corn tortillas. I have yellow corn tortillas right here. I'm just making the migas for me. Okay. So I do have a salsa recipe attached to this stream, but migas, I want you to think of it as just like a clean out the fridge dish, right? So if you have some leftover peppers or onions, feel free to add that in as well. And also just factor in how many people you're serving, right? So for me, I'm just going to do 1 corn tortillas to 2 eggs. And I like using that ratio if you are making this for your family. And this is such a great dish to have just for like a simple breakfast, but then also if you love having breakfast for dinner, this is it. You know what I mean? You have your protein, your fiber, all that yummy stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it in half, and I like doing my migas in the strips. So I like cutting my tortillas into strips. That way I get an easier crisp when I do fry the tortilla strips and then mix it in with the eggs. I feel like I get a better result that way. So I'm just cutting the tortillas into strips just like that. See? Beautiful. Okay. And I have a cast iron skillet preheating here. I'm going to let that kind of heat up a little bit more. But in the meantime, I'm going to shred some cheese for our migas. Okay. I guess I gotta say, I've been influenced by our Portland friends, our Portland Kittch creators here. Tillamook. I've had it before. It's amazing. It's probably one of the best cheeses on the market that you can find in the stores. I've been influenced. Okay, so just some shredded cheese. You don't need a ton of it. Just you want that ooey gooiness. Okay, maybe I want some more than that. But this is going to get mixed in with our eggs once those are scrambled. Okay, delicious. All right, we're going to set this aside. Here we go. Okay, let's check our pan. Okay, yeah, it's getting hot. Swing you back over here. Here we go. All right, so cast iron skillet. I like using the cast iron skillet just because it does retain its heat very well, especially when you're doing a light fry, which we're going to be doing with our crispy tortilla strips here. And you don't need a ton of oil for this, just like a little bit. But I do want you to think that it's just like scrambled eggs, but we're adding a step, right? We're frying the tortillas in this oil, which I'm gonna heat up a little bit more because I don't want to put the tortillas in too soon so they don't get soggy. We want crisp tortilla strips for our migas. So that gives me some time to kind of, clean up my space a little bit. Gonna eat some cheese. You gotta taste as you're going, right? If you're not tasting as you're going, are you even cooking? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do like a tiny, tiny drop to see if I hear that sizzle. Yeah, it's there. It's getting there. Give it like another 30 seconds. Okay. Check on our black beans. Looking good, looking good. Here we go. Okay. We're almost there. Yeah, I can smell it. Where's my other? Found it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drop our tortilla strips into the vegetable oil. Hear that sizzle. And this is such a great, quick meal. I think I was mentioning this earlier, but I did get distracted. Shocking. So I do have a couple of salsa recipes attached to this stream. You don't have to. I do find that it makes a little bit of a difference as far as adding freshness to the crispy tortillas with the eggs and the black beans. I do not have any prepared, so I'm going to use a hot sauce. So that's also delicious. So what we're doing is we're just kind of letting these tortillas fry a little bit in the oil. And it doesn't take much, just like a super shallow fry. So we're just gonna let that hang out for a minute. In the meantime, we're gonna get our garnishes ready and scramble our eggs because this is gonna go pretty quick. So I'm gonna crack 2 eggs. So I'm doing 1 tortilla to 2 eggs. Keep that ratio in mind if you are making this for a bigger crowd. There we go. Throw these in the tray. Here we go. And we want these eggs to be nice and fluffy. All right, I gotta stir these around. They're getting crispy already. You see that golden brown color we're getting on those tortilla strips? That's what we want. So delicious. That only needs like another couple of seconds here. This goes quick. Especially if you already have your mise en place ready to go. There you go. All right. That looks delish. So I did add a little bit too much oil to the pan. That's all right. I'm just gonna kind of soak a little bit of it up with a paper towel. We keep it real here on Kittch, right? This all would have been edited out on that other network. Okay, here we go. And then, you know how I love my fajita seasoning. We're gonna season these tortilla strips just with the catch-all fajita seasoning. That way the oil wakes up all of those dried spices and it gets all mixed in there. Since I am working with eggs, I am going to wait to season the eggs. That way they stay nice and creamy and fluffy, okay? We don't want that to get We don't want that to tighten up. All right, so I'm adding my scrambled eggs. Oh my gosh. This looks so good already. Oh man. I'm so ready to eat, y'all. I'm hungry. I waited to eat breakfast because of the stream. That looks so good. All right, turn off the heat. I'm gonna add some salt, delish, and our tillamook. I'm gonna let that get all up in there. All right, I'm gonna take it off the heat. Let that cheese kind of melt a little bit. And we're ready to plate, y'all. Like, this came quick, right? All right, so let me move some stuff around. I used, nope. Okay, here we go. All right, so first, let me bring y'all over here so we can plate our migas. There we go. We are gonna add our jalapeno brine. Just a little bit, doesn't take much. All right, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. All right, so first I'm going with, that is hot. Here are our migas with the tortilla strips, scrambled eggs, Tillamook cheese, fajita seasoning. Oh man. There we go. And our punched up black beans. There we go. I like black beans, so I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on that. Give me the good stuff. All right. And I have avocado for some green. I'm sure y'all have seen this trick. Stop hacking your avocados, please. Save your fingers. Just punch it out with the back of your thumb. I know. When I saw that go viral, I think it was like last summer, there was a viral video on it, but I was just, my mind, when I say my mind was blown, my mind was blown this whole time. I've been chancing it by just going. I've been lucky. I will say that. I have been lucky where I haven't been injured. Scoop out that avocado. Do like a little push there. There we go. I'm gonna hit the avocado with some garlic salt. And some lime juice. Serve it with a lime as well. There we go. Delicious. And then, you know, just for some extra green, some cilantro. There we go. If you have cojita cheese, go for it. No need to buy an extra ingredient though, you know what I mean? Look at how closer. Look at that. Whew, right up in there. And like I said, I don't have prepared salsa at the moment. I'm making tamales later this week, so I'm saving all my energy for that because it is a process and I'm taking y'all with me. And I just have some local hot sauce here to the Michigan area. This is called Red Hot Griff from Traverse City Sauce Company. We're just gonna go a little drizzle. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Happy Monday, y'all. I'm digging in. I know I need to take a picture of this instead of just, some stock tortilla photos, but this is so perfect. Perfect for a quick dinner, quick, easy breakfast. It checks all the boxes. You know what I mean? Mm, mm. Okay. I hope you're tuning into Kittch this week. There's a lot of cool things going on with different creators. I have some upcoming scheduled streams on Wednesday. We're kicking off. I'm showing you how to make tamales. So I'm making chili con carne tamales, and we're gonna be focusing on the filling, just like a succulent, juicy beef filling mixed in with a spicy salsa. And then on Friday, I'm going to be showing you how to make the masa dough for those tamales and also how to form and steam the tamales. So make sure you're following me here on Kittch. You can also check me out on social media. I am on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. WTFIN recipe. And I just want to thank y'all for stopping by my kitchen for a little breakfast on Monday morning. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will see you back here on Kittch on Wednesday. Bye, Kittch. Talk to you soon.